Hello everyone. In this video, let's discuss about a random variable. Before going to this random variable, let's understand what's the use of it. So, if we just take an example of flipping two coins. So, what we just require is the probability of occurrence of two heads, right? When we just flip two coins, the required outcome is we just require two heads, right? That's the probability we just require when we just flip two coins. So in that situation, right, how you will just represent that? So if you don't know how you can just represent that event, so you will just generally write, right? You can just probability of getting two heads when you just flip two coins. So instead of writing that, so you can just easily represent that as P of x is equal to 2, right? So here x is a random variable. So instead of representing a probability of getting two heads when we just flip two coins, instead of to represent that complete event, we will just take this variable x. So that's the use of this random variable. So now you might have understood why it is called as random variable. So this is the variable whose possible values are the outcome of some random process or random event. So here flipping a coin is a random process. So to represent that random process, or let's say to represent the outcome of that random process, we are just using this variable. So that's why we just call a random variable. Or let's say if we just flip one coin, so what's the possible outcomes? So there's a possibility of head or let's say tails. So for example, let's say we are just flipping a coin, then the possible outcomes are head or tail. So we can just represent that as random variable x. So we can just represent that like when it is head, we can just represent as 1, and if it is tails, we can just represent that as 0. So even that you can just represent in the form of random variable. So even this is also an outcome, right? If we just get head, we will just represent it by 1, or if we get tails, we will just represent it by 0. So even that we are just representing. That's an outcome. This is the outcome of some random process. Like flipping a coin is a random process. You don't know what will be the outcome. So when we are just representing that, we will just use random variable. And when you are just representing a random variable, the most important thing to remember is the representation is we will represent that in capital letter. So what are the variable you are just using? So in order to differ that from a normal variable, so we will just use capital X or let's say capital Y, capital letters. So that's why we will just represent random variable. So what's this difference between this random variable and the normal variables? For example, let's take, so if we just take this normal equation, so what's the difference between this variable, this x and this x? So you can see here when we just calculate the value for x, it's -2. So here the value is fixed. So the outcome is only one possible value, but that's the normal variable. But when you just come here x, so this is an we can get whatever, we can just get any value, like we can just get 1 or let's say 0. We don't know what will be the output. So that's the difference between this normal variable and this random variable. I hope you got it. So that's this random variable, and let's understand what's the types in it. So we have two types of random variable. One is discrete and other is continuous random variable. So discrete and continuous. So when it comes to this discrete random variable, discrete means it will take only finite number of distinct values, or let's say different values. Whatever may be the values, it should be of finite, right? We should able to count them. So for example, let's take this same example, right? Same example, x, like flipping the coin. So we know the outcome, right? We know what's the possible outcome. So it is head or let's say it will be tails. So we know, we can able to count that. So that's these two possible outcomes. So such kind of variable. So we are just representing that event in the form of this random variable x, right? So this is discrete random variable. Or let's say if you just want to choose random people, random students from a class. So there are some particular students in a class. You just want to pick them randomly. Even in such case, it is of finite. The number of students in the class is countable. It's finite, right? So that's why it's called as discrete random variable. So when it comes to continuous random variable, so it can take any value in a specific interval. So for example, let's say if you are just measuring your weight, so generally if you use some weight machines etc., what it will show means it will just show you the approximate value. So for example, let's say if your weight is 65, so if, for example, let's say if your weight, if you just using some weighing machine and it shows that your weight is 65, so is it exactly 65? No, right? So it can be of 65.00221, something like it keeps on going, right? Like for example, let's take weight. It can be, for example, let's say 65.01230. It just keeps on going, right? What these weighing machines or let's say these weight machines will show, it will just round off that particular value to 2 decimals or let's say 1 decimal and it will just show you that value. But when you just consider that in a normal situation, normal case, it won't be that. So if you want to measure that exact value, it's not possible. So this is a continuous variable. So if you just represent this is a continuous variable. Or let's take another example. So if you are just using some app, right, in order to show how many calories you just burned on that day, on that specific day. So it just shows you, let's take like 500 calories or let's say 600 calories. Is that the exact amount of calories that you burn? No, right? So it can be of 600.00123, something. It just keeps on going to the infinite number. So we don't know that exact value. So that's also a kind of continuous variable. So when you just can't able to count that, so when a particular variable can take infinite number of values, so that's this continuous variable. So I hope you got this basic concept, this random variable. This is very important when you just want to understand this distribution, different distributions we have, like normal distribution or let's say binomial distribution. So these are all the distributions we just have. So in order to understand that, this particular concept is, this basic concept of random variable is very, very important. So I hope you understood this concept. So yeah, that's all for this video. If you feel this video is helpful, make sure to like, and if you haven't already subscribed, and subscribe as well. So let's see you all in the next video. Until then, take care and thanks for watching.